Tell you a little bit about our farm, Turpin Farms. Came into our hands in the 9th day of February 1785, and basically payment for fighting the British in the Revolutionary War. All the officers were paid in land, and we were part of that. It's been passed down quite a few generations. We're the second oldest family-held farm in the state of Ohio at this point.
Turpin Farms is the 17th oldest business in the United States. We are the furthest southwest parcel of land in the Virginia Military District.
So over the years, we've produced quite a different array of crops: wheat, corn, soybeans. We also had 2 stills or distilleries on the property back in the 1800s. And as we evolved as a farm, we were always looking for something to make us different, to stay ahead and be able to be diversified. And one of those crops became sod. My dad, Robert Turpin Fisher Sr., started that back in the 60s. He got tired of going to the grain terminal and being asked or being told what he was going to get paid for his crops. So he looked for something that he set the price on, and it evolved in the 60s to what we are today. We grow anywhere from 200 to 400 acres of turf, depending on economy. And with that turf, we're trying to diversify even more by going into a prairie type environment, which is the varieties that we've seeded this spring.
I went to a growers meeting where all the growers across the United States, all the sod farms come together, and I was talking to some fellas from out west. And they told me that they grow a native turf. And I said, oh, get out of here, can't do that. And they said, yeah, that they are very successful at growing the native turf. So I researched it and decided that we will grow 4 varieties of native warm season grasses, native to Ohio, along with a mix of cool season grasses as a turf crop to be sold for sediment erosion control, for native situations, prairie situations that ODNR, ODOT, LEED could use, as well as anybody else. And that's what we're standing in. We're standing in a mixture of little blue stem, wild rye, side oats garma, and prairie drop seed, along with some fescue and bluegrass. The cool season grasses are in here to establish quickly and also maintain color throughout the winter, because the warm season grasses will go dormant. This turf will be harvested just like we harvest our sod, in a rolled piece, 2 feet by 4.5 feet. Once you take it out onto the job site, then you won't mow it again, and so that's when you'll really see the prairie type grasses, the warm season grasses, come into their own. And they'll be about, at the very highest, about 3 feet tall.
One of the biggest benefits with sediment erosion control is that these warm season grasses, their root systems drop in the ground very, very deeply. They're maintained on embankments. Heavy water run across them. The erosion is minimized. The cool season grasses, such as the turf type tall fescue and the blues that are in here, are very drought tolerant varieties. They hold their color. Biggest thing is they hold their density, so this can be lifted as a turf, handled as a turf. We also, on larger projects, have the ability to cut this sod in a big roll, which will be about 4 foot wide by 110 foot long, which can be rolled out very easily with track machines and such on a project. The biggest thing is the fact that the stability of the grass in all conditions is excellent. Compaction, if you have an area that has a severe compaction, this warm season grass can get down through that, fracture the soils, and improve your drainage.
It's a great base product if you're going to put in a native prairie or for pollinators. The warm season grasses are host plants to several moss species as well as several skipper species. It does have netting in it, so that when it goes out on a sediment erosion control project, it's already netted. It's going to maintain itself on that hillside, should root in about 14 days. You're not waiting for hydro seed to germinate. You're not trying to take care of new seeding on a project. So within 14 days, you've got a final project or mature product for sediment erosion control or bioretention or whatever you want to use it for. We are waiting to be able to lift this as a turf product, go through ODOT's evaluation. ODOT's very, very interested in this. ODNR, very interested in this. So commercially, I think it's going to be a super popular product. There's no one east of Colorado that's doing this.
We are a low chemical use company here.
We don't use any insecticides.
No insecticides are used. One of the benefits of the type of fescues that we have in this variety is that they're high in endophytes. Endophytes is like a natural insecticide. It's an enzyme that's bred into the plant. So when the insect eats the plant, it actually disrupts the digestive system of the insect and can cause the insect to die. So that's a nice benefit. But the biggest thing is most of the broadleaves that are in this new seeding at this stage, we'll let go to frost. We'll let Mother Nature take them out and remove them, and then anything that follows through next year that might have been perennial will come in and take out.
Visit our website, www.turpinfarms.com, or the phone number for the farm is 513-561-2621. We already have several LAs that are speccing it on job sites. That's exciting. The product's not even finished yet, and landscape architects are asking about it.